My beloved, you have been dwelling in the darkness of your own ruins. My child, and it is a pain of a profound and twofold nature. It is not just that the structure of your life has been shattered, leaving you to sift through the rubble of your broken dreams, your lost relationships, your failed endeavors. That alone would be a great sorrow. But this ruin has also been plunged into a deep and disorienting darkness, a gloom of confusion, of hopelessness, of not being able to see any path forward. To be broken is a great pain. To be lost in the dark is a great fear. But to be both broken and lost, my beloved, is a state of such profound despair that it has threatened to extinguish your very spirit. They, the world, have looked upon your situation and have seen no hope. They see only the ruin, and they see only the darkness, and they have concluded that your story is a tragedy with no possible happy ending. And you, sitting alone in the cold rubble of your own life, surrounded by a darkness that seems absolute, you have begun to believe them. Let us speak of this ruin, my precious one, for I have been a witness to the great and painful demolition. I have seen the collapse of the structures you had so carefully built. The beautiful edifice of a dream you had nurtured for years. Now, a heap of dust and splintered beams. The strong fortress of a relationship in which you had placed your security. Its walls now breached, its gates broken. The very temple of your own identity, the person you thought you were, the future you thought you had, has been shaken to its foundations and has come crashing down around you, leaving you feeling exposed, vulnerable, and profoundly ashamed. You have looked upon these ruins and have felt that you, yourself, are a ruin. A person whose value has been destroyed along with the structures of your life. And in the midst of this devastation, my child, a deep and chilling darkness has descended. It is the darkness of confusion, the endless, agonizing why that has echoed in the chambers of your heart. Why did this happen? Where did I go wrong? Where were you? My God, in all of this darkness has been a thick fog, obscuring all reason, all sense, making it impossible for you to find any meaning or purpose in your suffering. It is also the darkness of a profound and paralyzing fear, fear of the future, which now seems a terrifying, unknown territory, fear of being hurt again, which has made you hesitant to even think of rebuilding, fear of your own inadequacy, a fear that has been magnified by the evidence of the ruin that surrounds you. This darkness of fear has been a cold and heavy presence, a constant companion in your desolation, to be surrounded by the ruins of your past while being unable to see any light for your future. This has been your prison. My beloved, the brokenness and the darkness have fed upon one another, creating a seemingly inescapable cycle of despair. The sight of the ruin has deepened the darkness of your hopelessness, and the darkness of your confusion has made the ruin seem all the more permanent and tragic. You have tried, perhaps, to find a way out. You have tried to rebuild a small shelter for yourself from the broken pieces, only to find you lack the strength. You have tried to find a path through the darkness, only to find yourself stumbling over the very rubble of your own past. And so, you may have simply given up, surrendering to the belief that this darkness of your ruin is your final and eternal home. But I have come to you now, my child, as you sit in this place of your twofold pain. I have come to stand with you in the very center of your rubble, in the very heart of your darkness. And I have come to speak a word of such profound, creative, and hopeful power that it will begin to change your entire reality. For you have believed your situation to be doubly hopeless. But you have not yet understood that I am your doubly sufficient God. You have seen two problems, but I am your one, perfect solution for the ruin you are in, my child. I am your restorer, and for the darkness you are in, I am your light. This is the glorious, twofold promise that I now speak over your life. Do not be afraid of the brokenness, for I am the master builder who can take the most shattered of ruins and build from them a new and more glorious temple. And do not be afraid of the darkness, for I am the eternal and unquenchable light, whose very presence has the power to banish the most profound of glooms. My coming to you is the beginning of your complete and total renewal. I will not just heal you, I will rebuild you. I will not just comfort you, I will guide you. The two great needs of your heart, the need for restoration and the need for illumination, will be perfectly, beautifully, and powerfully met in me. So let this truth be the first stone laid in your new foundation, the first ray of light to pierce your gloom. Your situation is not hopeless. Your story is not over, for the divine restorer and the eternal light has come to you. And from this moment, everything begins to change. Yes, my precious child, as you sit in the darkness of your ruin, your heart aching with a twofold pain, let us first address the great and sorrowful fact of your brokenness. You have looked upon the rubble of your life, and you have despaired, believing it to be a final and irreversible state. But you have been looking at the ruin without considering the magnificent reality of the restorer. For I have come to you, my child, and the first part of my purpose, the first declaration of my heart to yours, is this: I am your restorer. I am the master builder who is not intimidated by a ruin, who is not discouraged by a demolition, but who sees in the very place of your greatest devastation the perfect, prepared ground for my most glorious work of reconstruction. The world sees your ruin, and it sees only an end. It sees the shattered pieces of your past, and it concludes that nothing whole can ever be made from them again. It advises you to sweep away the debris and to try and start over on a fresh, clean plot of land. But I, my child, I do not see as the world sees. I am a God of redemption, a God of restoration, and my artistry is not in creating from nothing, but in taking that which has been broken, that which has been discarded, that which has been deemed worthless, and transforming it into a masterpiece of my grace. I do not need to abandon the sight of your life, my beloved, for the very ground upon which you now stand, the very ground that is covered with the rubble of your past, is a holy ground, a place I have consecrated for a new and magnificent building project. I am not afraid of your mess, my child. Bring me your broken pieces. Bring me the sharp-edged fragments of your betrayal, the heavy stones of your grief, the dusty debris of your failures. Do not be ashamed of them. Do not try to hide them. For in your eyes, they are the evidence of your failure. But in my eyes, they are the precious, fire-tested, and authentic materials with which I will now begin to build. a structure built from these redeemed materials. My child will possess a strength, a character, and a beauty that an untested structure could never know. I am not just a builder, I am a divine alchemist, and I will take the very substance of your pain, and I will make it the foundation of your new strength. My work of restoration, my beloved, is not a simple repair job. I have not come to merely patch the cracks in your old walls or to glue together the fragments of your former life. That structure, was built on a flawed foundation. It could not stand. No, the restoration I have come to perform is a complete and total one. It is a rebuilding. From the very ground up, we will take the test stones from the old ruin. Yes, but we will lay them upon a new and unshakable foundation of my own grace and my own truth. And upon that foundation, we will build a new temple, a new life, a new you, whose design is not human, but divine, whose strength is not of this world, but of heaven, and whose glory will far, far surpass the glory of the house that has fallen. I am your restorer. This means that I have the blueprint for your new life, and it is a blueprint of magnificent beauty and of perfect design. While you see only the chaotic rubble of the past, I see the glorious temple that is to come. I see its strong pillars of resilient faith, its spacious rooms of serene peace, its wide windows of a new and glorious purpose. And my heart is filled with a joyful, creative energy as I begin this great and beautiful work in you. Trust me in this process. My child, trust my skill as the master builder. Trust my vision for what is to come. And trust my love, which is the very motivation behind this entire work of restoration. You have believed yourself to be a ruin, but this is a lie. You are a divine construction project, and the master of all creation has taken you on as his own beloved and personal assignment. So, let the hope of this restoration begin to heal your heart. The ruin is not your final reality. The brokenness is not your true identity. They are merely the raw and precious materials from which I, your loving, all-powerful, and ever-present restorer, will now build for you a new life of such strength, such beauty, and such glory, that it will stand for all eternity as a magnificent testament to my redeeming love. The restorer is here. My child, let the rebuilding begin. And so, my precious child, as you begin to trust that I am your master restorer, that I am even now at work amidst the rubble of your life, preparing to build a new and more glorious temple, let us now address the second great ache of your heart, the profound and disorienting darkness that has surrounded your ruin. For it is one thing to be broken, and another thing entirely to be broken in the dark, unable to see a way forward, unable to find any meaning in your devastation. But just as I have come to be the restorer for your ruin, so I have come to be the light for your darkness. This is the second half of my magnificent promise to you. My beloved, I am your light. I am the divine, unquenchable illumination that has come to pierce your gloom, to bring a supernatural clarity to your confusion, and to light the very path of your restoration, one beautiful, grace-filled step at a time. You have been dwelling in a profound spiritual night. My child, a darkness born of your pain and your unanswered questions. This darkness has been a thick fog, clouding your mind, making it impossible for you to see with any perspective. In this gloom, your fears have grown into menacing giants. Your sorrows have felt like bottomless pits, and your future has appeared as an impenetrable wall of blackness. You have tried to find your own way, to generate your own small light of understanding. But your human reason, your own small candle, has been no match for the immensity of the darkness you have faced. And so, you have felt lost, confused, and utterly without direction. But I'm here to tell you that the darkness does not have the final word, for I am light. And in me, there's no darkness at all. My very presence, my child, is a light that is so brilliant, so powerful, so absolute, that the darkness cannot comprehend it, cannot resist it, and cannot remain in its presence. As I, your restorer, begin my work of rebuilding you, I, your light, simultaneously begin my work of illuminating you. The two are inseparable. I will not ask you to walk the path of your restoration in the dark. No, I will light your way. My light, my beloved, first brings a new and healing clarity to your past, as it shines upon the very ruins you have been lamenting. You will begin to see them differently. The demolition that once seemed so cruel and so random will now, in the light of my wisdom, be revealed as a necessary and purposeful act of my love, a clearing of the ground that was required for a new and better structure to be built. The painful events that you have seen only as tragedies will begin to reveal their hidden, redemptive purpose. You will see how a past failure was a very classroom that taught you a new humility. You will understand how a past betrayal was a very experience that taught you to place your ultimate trust in me alone. My light will not erase your past, my child, but it will illuminate it with the beautiful, golden hues of my sovereign, redemptive purpose. And in this new light, your past will be transformed from a source of your shame into a testament to my grace. My light also brings a profound and beautiful clarity to your present. My precious one, in the darkness of your confusion, your present moment has felt chaotic, overwhelming, and meaningless. But as the light of my presence fills your soul, it brings with it a divine order, a serene peace. My light will illuminate the very next step you are to take. You do not need to see the entire journey at once. You need only my light for the single step that is right before you. And I promise you, my child, I will always give you that light. My word will be a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. As you learn to walk in this moment-by-moment illumination, you will find that the old, overwhelming anxiety about the future begins to dissolve, replaced by a quiet, confident trust in me, your ever-present guide. And my light, my child, illuminates your glorious future. The darkness has whispered to you that you have no future, that your story is over. But my light reveals this to be the lie that it is. As I shine my light forward upon the path of your life, you will begin to see the magnificent destiny I have prepared for you. You will see the beautiful, restored life that is being built. You will see the new purpose that awaits you. You will see the glorious joy that is your inheritance. My light replaces the lie of a hopeless future with the magnificent, certain, and beautiful truth of a future that is filled with my goodness, my grace, and my glory. I am your light, my beloved. This means you no longer have to stumble in the darkness of your own limited understanding. You no longer have to be a prisoner of your own fears. You are now a child of the light, and you are invited to walk on the light. As I am in the light, this is a journey of ever-increasing illumination, of ever-deepening clarity, of an ever-expanding vision. So, my beloved, do not be afraid of the darkness that has surrounded you. Its time is over. Its power has been broken. For I, your God, have come to you, and I am your restorer, who will rebuild your ruins into a magnificent temple. And I am your light, who will banish your darkness and illuminate your path with my own glorious, life-giving, and everlasting presence. Do not be afraid. Your restoration and your illumination has begun. And so, my precious child, as you begin to trust in my dual promise to you that I am your restorer for your ruin and your light for your darkness, I invite you now to become an attentive and joyful witness to the commencement of this glorious work. For my promise is not a distant, future hope. It is an active, present reality. And even now, upon the cleared ground of your life, in the midst of the shadows, I, your master builder, am beginning the sacred work of your restoration. The demolition is over. The time of surveying the blueprints is complete. And now, the first stones of your new foundation are being laid. Look with the eyes of your spirit, my beloved, and see the tangible, beautiful, and miraculous first signs of your divine repair. For they are the unshakable evidence that the rebuilding of your life has truly begun. Do not look for a sudden, completed temple to appear overnight. My child, for my work of restoration is often a quiet, meticulous, and deeply personal process. It begins with the laying of the first, crucial stones, the foundational pieces upon which the entire magnificent structure will be built. These first signs may seem small to you, but in my sight, they are events of immense and glorious significance. One of the first stones I often lay is the stone of a healed memory in the ruin of your past. There are certain memories that have been like sharp, jagged pieces of rubble, memories that have caused you immense pain every time you have inadvertently stumbled upon them. A memory of a harsh word spoken, of a deep betrayal, of a traumatic event. You have tried to bury these memories, to avoid them, but they have retained their power to wound you. But watch now, my child, as I begin my restorative work. You may find that one of these memories surfaces, and you will instinctively brace yourself for the familiar pain. But this time, something will be different. The memory will be there, clear and true, but the sharp, cutting edge of its pain will be gone. It is as if I have taken that jagged stone and have, with my own hands, gently, lovingly, sanded it smooth with my grace until it is no longer a weapon that can harm you, but a beautiful, smooth stone, a memorial to a pain that has been overcome, a testament to my healing power. To be able to look upon a past wound without it causing a fresh one, my child, is a profound and glorious miracle. It is one of the first and most precious stones in the foundation of your restored life. Another of these first stones, my beloved, is a renewed sense of strength where you have long felt only weakness. The trials you have endured have left you feeling depleted, inadequate, and frail. But now, as I begin my work of restoration, you will begin to experience moments of surprising, supernatural strength. You may be faced with a situation that, in the past, would have caused you to crumble in fear or exhaustion. But this time, you will find within you a quiet resolve, a serene fortitude, an unexpected capacity to stand firm with a peace that you cannot explain. This is not your own strength. My child, this is my strength, the first fruits of the new, resilient character I am building within you. This is a foundational stone of your new temple being laid, a stone of divine might that declares that you are no longer defined by your weakness, but are now beginning to be defined by mine. And you will see the first stones of your restoration being laid in your outward circumstances as well. My precious one, you have looked upon your situation and have seen only a ruin, a place of lack, of closed doors, of impossibility. But I am a God who can bring provision from a barren land and can open doors that no man can shut in this new season. Begin to look for the small, unexpected signs of my provision, a small, unexpected financial blessing, a kind word of encouragement from an unexpected source, a small opportunity that appears, seemingly out of nowhere. These are not coincidences, my child. These are the first materials arriving at the construction site of your new life. They are my loving, tangible reassurances to you that I am indeed at work, that I'm faithful to my promises, and that I'm beginning to rebuild the very structure of your life with my own divine and abundant resources. Each of these first signs, a healed memory, a moment of new strength, an unexpected provision, is a precious, foundational stone. Cherish them, my child. Give thanks for them, for they are the beginning of a magnificent edifice. They are the guarantee that the full, complete, and glorious restoration I have promised is not just a future hope, but a present, unfolding reality. I am your restorer, and the beautiful work of your rebuilding has now, most certainly, begun. And so, my precious child, as you begin to witness the first stones of your new foundation being laid, as you feel the tangible beginnings of my restorative work in your life, a parallel and equally beautiful miracle begins to unfold. For just as I am your restorer who rebuilds your ruins, so I am your light who illuminates your darkness. And in the very midst of the gloom that has surrounded your brokenness, in the heart of the confusion that has been your companion, a new path is now being revealed. I am shining the gentle lamp of my own presence before you, and its beam is beginning to cut through the fog, revealing the very next step on your journey of healing. Listen now with your heart, my child, and look with the eyes of your spirit, for the first glimmers of my light are appearing, bringing with them a new sense of clarity, a moment of divine wisdom, and a dawning hope that reveals the beautiful, new path I am now calling you to walk upon. For so long, my beloved, you have been sitting amidst your ruins in a profound darkness, unable to see any way forward. You have felt trapped, not just by your brokenness, but by your confusion, your lack of direction. But the darkness is not as absolute as you have believed. And now, I am beginning to shine my light, not as a harsh, sudden floodlight that would overwhelm your eyes, so long accustomed to the gloom, but as a soft, gentle, and focused beam. A single ray of light that is designed to illuminate one thing, and one thing only, your very next step. You will experience this first glimmer of light, perhaps as a moment of new and surprising clarity. You have been wrestling with a situation, a relationship, a decision, your mind a tangled knot of confusion, seeing no good way forward. But now, in a quiet moment, as you turn your heart towards me, a new thought, a new perspective will gently enter your mind. And in that instant, the confusion will lift. You will suddenly see the situation with my eyes, with a new wisdom, a new understanding, and the way forward will seem not only clear, but simple. This, my child, is the first beam of my light, cutting through the fog of your confusion, a divine insight that is my gift to you, the first sign that you are no longer navigating in the dark. This light will also manifest as a dawning hope, a hope that is not just a vague wish, but a specific vision for your future. In your darkness, you were unable to even imagine a good future. But now, as my light begins to shine, I will begin to give you small, beautiful glimpses of the restored life I am building for you. You may receive a new dream in the night. You may feel a new, joyful desire for a particular purpose begin to stir in your heart. These are not your own fantasies, my child. These are glimmers of my blueprint for you, sparks of the magnificent reality that I'm calling you towards. This new hope, born of my light, becomes a powerful, guiding star, pulling your spirit forward, out of the ruins of your past and onto the beautiful, new path of your future. As this new path is revealed, one step at a time, my light will be your constant companion, your ever-present guide. I will not show you the entire journey at once, for that would overwhelm you and would require no faith. But I promise you this, my beloved, I will always give you enough light for the next step. My word will be a lamp unto your feet, a constant source of illumination for the path immediately before you. Your part is not to understand the whole journey, but to simply, courageously, trustingly take the single step that my light has made clear. This is a new way of walking for you, my child, a walk of faith, a walk of trust, a walk of moment-by-moment dependence on me, your light. And it is a walk that is free from the old anxiety of having to figure everything out on your own. It is a walk that is filled with a new sense of adventure, of wonder, of joyful anticipation as you wait to see where my light will lead you next. I am with you, my beloved, on this new path. I am your restorer, rebuilding the very ground beneath your feet. And I am your light, illuminating the very next step of your journey. Trust me in this dual, beautiful work, and as you learn to walk in the light I provide, you will find yourself being led, step by loving step, out of the darkness of your ruin and into the magnificent, glorious, and sunlit reality of your fully restored life. The path is now revealed. My child, let us take the first step together. And so, my cherished child, as you learn to cooperate with my dual work of grace in your life, as you witness the first stones of your new foundation being laid, and the first glimmers of your new path being illuminated, a new and magnificent reality begins to emerge. For my work as your restorer and my work as your light are not two separate operations, but a single, beautiful, and perfectly integrated act of my love. And the life that is born from this divine synergy, my beloved, is a life of such profound wholeness, such serene confidence, such joyful purpose, that it will stand as a magnificent testament to the fullness of my redeeming power. This is the beautiful reality you are now invited to walk in the glorious light of a restored life. Remember the twofold pain you once endured, my child, the pain of your ruin and the pain of your darkness. You felt not only broken, but lost, But now, I am meeting your twofold need with a twofold grace. I am not just healing your brokenness. I am giving you a new and illuminated path upon which to walk with your new, restored strength. I am not just giving you a light in the darkness. I am rebuilding your very being into a magnificent vessel that is fit to carry that light. The restoration and the illumination are happening together in a beautiful, divine dance, creating in you a new life that is both strong and clear, both whole and full of purpose. Behold the beauty of walking with a renewed strength upon a brightly lit path. My beloved, in your former life, you may have had moments of strength, but you were often walking in confusion, unsure of your direction. And you have had moments of clarity, perhaps, but have felt too weak, too broken to act upon what you saw. But now, I am giving you both. I am giving you the restored strength of a healed heart, and I am giving you the clear purpose of a divinely illuminated path. This combination, my child, is a source of profound and powerful effectiveness in my kingdom. You now have both the capacity and the calling, the strength and the strategy. This is a life of beautiful, powerful, fruitful, and joyful momentum. And in this restored life, which is now bathed in my light, you will discover a new and profound peace. The old anxiety, which was born from the fear of your own brokenness and the fear of the unknown future, is now being vanquished by the dual reality of my work. The fear of your brokenness is healed by my work as your restorer, and the fear of the future is healed by my work as your light, secure in your restored wholeness and confident in your illuminated path. Your soul can finally, deeply, be at rest. You are free now to live not from a place of fear, but from a place of profound, joyful, and unshakable peace. My delight, my child, is to see you walking in this new reality, to see your life, which was once a place of such darkness and ruin, now becoming a beautiful sanctuary of my restoration and my light. To see your heart, which was once so filled with pain and confusion, now filled with my peace and my purpose. This is the magnificent fulfillment of my promise to you. Embrace this new life, my beloved. It is your inheritance, your new and lasting reality. Walk in the strength of your restored being. Walk in the clarity of your illuminated path. And as you do, your very life will become a glorious testament to the God who is both a magnificent restorer and a brilliant, unfailing light. The darkness of your ruin is over, my child, and the beautiful, light-filled journey of your restored life has now, most certainly, begun. And so, my cherished child, as you begin to walk in the profound and beautiful reality of this restored and illuminated life, let this final, most glorious truth become the very air you breathe, the unshakable foundation of your eternal security, the dual work of grace that I have begun in you. My work as your restorer and my work as your light is not a temporary intervention, not a fleeting season of my favor. No, my beloved, this is my everlasting covenant with you. My promise is one of complete restoration and of unfailing light. I will not leave the temple of your life half rebuilt. I will not give you a lamp that will one day run out of oil. My commitment to you is to bring the work of your restoration to its full and magnificent completion, and to be your constant, ever-present, and unfailing light. for all of your days and into the boundless expanse of eternity. This is the ultimate answer to the deepest fears of your soul. My child, the fear of being broken beyond repair is now answered by my promise to be your eternal restorer. And the fear of being lost in a darkness from which you can never escape is now answered by my promise to be your eternal light. You are held, my beloved, in a twofold embrace of my grace, an embrace that both mends you and guides you, an embrace from which you can never fall. The restoration I am working in you is a complete restoration. I am not merely patching the most obvious cracks. I am working a deep, cellular healing within your soul, restoring you to a wholeness that is even more glorious than the innocence you knew before your wounds. And this work, my child, I will bring to its completion. I am a God who finishes what he starts. And the masterpiece of your restored life is a project that I will not abandon. You can rest in the absolute certainty that the good work I have begun in you, I will be faithful to complete. And the light that I am for you, my beloved, is an unfailing light. It is not a flickering candle that is vulnerable to the winds of circumstance. It is the very light of my own eternal, unchanging being, and it cannot be diminished. It cannot be extinguished. As you continue to walk with me, this light will only grow brighter, your path clearer, your vision more expansive. I will be your lamp unto your feet and your light unto your path, not just for this next season, but for every season of your life, until I bring you safely home to the land of perfect, unending light that is my own immediate presence. Let this dual promise be your profound and lasting peace. You are free now to live with a new and holy confidence. You can face the future without fear, knowing that whatever challenges may come, whatever new wounds you may receive, you have a divine physician who is forever committed to your healing, and you can walk into the unknown without anxiety, knowing that you have a divine guide who is forever committed to illuminating your way. Your part, my child, is simply to continue to walk in this beautiful, restored, and illuminated reality. Continue to cooperate with me, your restorer, by yielding your hurts to my healing touch, and continue to walk in communion with me, your light, by trusting my guidance one step at a time. You are my testament to the world, my beloved, a living story of my restorative power and my guiding light. Your life will be a beacon of hope to those who are sitting in their own darkness, in their own ruin, a beautiful, powerful declaration that there is a God who does not abandon his children in their brokenness, but who comes to them with a love that is boundless, and who is both a magnificent restorer and a glorious, unfailing light. This is your new reality, my child. This is your eternal security, and this is your magnificent destiny. Now, do not be afraid. The work is sure. The light is constant, and you are, and will forever be, held in the beautiful, powerful, and all-encompassing grace of the God who is both your complete restorer and your everlasting light. And now, my cherished one, as you rest in the profound peace of this twofold promise, let your spirit be utterly still. The fear of being broken is gone, for your restorer will never leave you. The fear of being lost is gone, for your light will never fail. You are safe. You are guided. You are held in an everlasting covenant of healing and of hope. rest in this. My beloved, your restoration will be complete, and your path will be forever bright. In me,